Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel, the channel where I strive to make the world a better place, one video at a time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. Today, the topic is, let's discuss what happens to your body when you consume grease. Let's discuss what happens to your body when you consume grease. So I know my last video, I talked about in general health and in a general aspect about how our eating habits are terrible here in the United States and how we can, just kind of just an overall broad topic. But I did say I was going to go into detail on some of these things. So I'm definitely going to go into detail here and talk about grease. Grease is a big issue in our nation. A lot of fast food restaurants, they cook their foods in grease. A lot of homes get these meals that's already been cooked and then frozen. Get these frozen meals and breaded and whatnot have already been cooked, and these quick meals and everything like that. That's what we eat. This is what we eat as in our nation. A good amount of people eat these foods weekly. But here I want to kind of dive in here on grease and really what it does here. And this is healthline.com. I'm going to actually put the link in the description below. I'm not trying to make up anything here. This is a very trustworthy website. You have so many things in terms of health that they have on here on healthline.com. So many articles have to do with health. So I'm going to put that link in the description below, and feel free to read through this yourself, because I'm not going to hit on everything. I'm going to say all of them, but I'm going to hit on the main things that stood out to me and kind of talk about those. So the number one thing is, may cause bloating, stomach pain, and diarrhea. May impair your gut microbiome. Three, may lead to weight gain and obesity. 4, may increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. 5, may raise your risk of diabetes. 6, may cause acne. 7, may impair brain function. I want to hit on 3 of these. The first one I want to hit on is may lead to weight gain and obesity. A lot of people in the United States are actually overweight and or obese, and a lot of people that I personally know, some of them are overweight and obese, and not and being overweight is not necessarily a bad thing. And maybe for 10, 20 pounds, maybe over, because people are built differently, right? There's different things that, like females, right? Females, they may say, oh, if you're this height, then you should be this weight, right? It doesn't always work like that, especially in females, because females have breasts and they tend to have bigger bottoms, right? So they may be, slim everywhere else, but maybe there they have, some weight. So that may be the cause of them, So if you're 10, 20 pounds, you know what I mean, over it, and but you look good, that's different. And you eat right, that's different. It may just be because of your build, or because of the way your family's build is, in history, and maybe because you all are more so heavier in the breast and bottom, maybe, and even with men, it may be because of muscle, you know what I mean. They may, So you can't always follow those charts. But if you're like 50, 60, 70 pounds overweight, people that's 300 pounds, 400 pounds, a lot of this is due to eating greasy foods. It says this: greasy foods, which are cooked in large amounts of fat, may cause weight gain due to the high calorie count. For example, now this is what I read and this blew my mind. Check this out. For example, a small baked potato, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, contains 93 calories and 0.1 grams of fat. While the same amount as this small potato here, baked potato, but in the form of French fries, it packs 312 calories and 15 grams of fat. That may be just a medium fry from McDonald's. You jumped, what is that? You jumped nearly 220 calories and jumped 14.9 grams of fat just by you frying it. Slicing it up and frying it in that grease went from 93 calories and 0.1 grams of fat to 312 calories and 15 grams of fat. It says observational studies link a high intake of fried and fast foods to increase rates of weight gain and obesity. These are actually tests that are done. Like I said, this isn't stuff that is made up. You can see it in your peers. You can see it in your family members. You can see it in people in general. When you go out and go into the world and different kinds of things, you see it. And it's these people who are eating these greasy foods multiple times a week. It says obesity is associated with many negative health conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and certain cancers. In particular, a high intake of trans fat may cause weight gain. Trans fats are formed when vegetable oils and chemically altered to stay solid at room temperature. Despite regulations on their use, they are still found in many greasy foods due to the use of partially hydrogenated vegetable oils and frying and food processing. It says animal studies note that trans fats may lead to small increases in weight even without excess calorie intake. Wow. Additionally, an 8-year study in 41,518 women determined that those who were overweight gained an additional 2.3 pounds for every 1% increase in their trans fat intake. Wow. Although other studies haven't backed up this finding, regularly eating greasy foods is likely to interfere with weight control. Like I said in the other video, we're not designed to eat this food. This is why all of this stuff happens when you eat it. We're not designed to eat this food. Check this out. Number 4, another one I want to hit on. May increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. It says greasy foods has several negative effects on heart health. For example, fried foods have been shown to increase blood pressure, lower HDL cholesterol, good cholesterol, and lead to weight gain and obesity, all of which are associated with heart disease. For example, research reveals that potato chips increase inflammation and may contribute to heart disease. Furthermore, your risk of heart disease may be linked to how frequently you eat fried foods. One study found that women who ate 1 or more servings of fried fish per week had a 48% higher risk of heart failure than those who ate just 1 to 3 servings per mouth. Wow. Or per month. I read that wrong. Wow. In another study, people who ate 2 or more servings of fried fish per week had a 63% higher risk of heart attack or stroke than those who ate 1 or few servings per month. Wow. Additionally, a large observational study, 6,000 people across 22 countries associated eating fried foods, pizza, and salty snacks with a 16% increase risk of stroke. So you see here that studies have shown, people you may know it has shown, maybe it has shown in yourself. But yet and still, we live in a society where people continue to consume these foods knowing what it's going to do to the body, or maybe unknowingly what it's going to do to the body. That's why I'm uploading this video, because when I found out what these kinds of foods do to your body, I told myself I would never eat fried foods again. I'm not eating grease again. I don't care if it's a special occasion. I will ask at every restaurant I'm at. I will ask, what is this? What is this cooked in? What did you all fry this? Did you all bread it in? Well, I need to know, because the studies have shown that when you eat greasy food, it's going to increase your risk of a heart failure, as you see here, or some sort of heart disease, or cardiac arrest when you eat these kinds of foods. Third one I want to hit on is may impair brain function. See, this is serious. What you realize what you eat affects every single part of your body, correct? This is serious. A diet rich in greasy, fatty foods may cause problems with brain function. The weight gain, high blood pressure, and metabolic syndrome linked to greasy foods are also associated with damage to your brain functions, tissues, and activity. Two large studies in 5,083 and 18,080 people, respectively, tied diets high in greasy and fried foods to a decline in learning ability and memory, as well as increased inflammation. So you got people got jobs, people go to school, right? We let our children, when they get an A on a test, guess what? Oh, they can get McDonald's, right? Or if they're hungry and we don't feel like cooking, let's take them to McDonald's, right? If they want to go out with their friends and have a good time, we take them out to McDonald's, right? But it impairs, just as here, you actually have a decline in learning ability and memory. And to these people who's going to school, people who have jobs, people who have to remember stuff, people who have to focus, you can't even focus because the diet that you have, because the food you are consuming. Additionally, diets high in trans fats have been linked to impairments in brain function. One study in 1,018 adults associated each gram of trans fat eaten per day with worse word recall, indicating memory harm. Furthermore, in a study in 38 women, a higher intake of saturated and trans fats was correlated with poor word recall and recognition, in addition to poor performance in spatial tasks. Finally, a review of 12 studies linked trans and saturated fat to dementia risk, although some results were conflicting. Overall, more research is necessary. So you see here that some studies have shown that even eating greasy foods may affect your brain function. Why in the world, those are the three ones I wanted to hit on, but to finish up here, why in the world are we consuming food as humans that we aren't even designed to consume? Two, our body doesn't even know how to react to it in a good way. And three, it reacts to it instead in a bad way. And it impairs brain function, risk of heart disease, and you can gain weight. And people still consuming this food like it's nothing. Like there's no tomorrow. People just eat McDonald's, eat Burger King, all them fries that's filled with all that salt and cooked in all that grease that they probably haven't changed out in 2 weeks. Fried this and fried that. It's like everything has to be fried nowadays. Lee's, KFC, they took something that was meant to be healthy for us and help us in terms of protein and weight loss, and like chicken. They just had to take that, they had to bread it, and then put it in the fryer and fry it, and then serve it, and making millions of dollars a year from customers buying the food from those places. It's like everything has to be fried. Everything has to be fried. Fried pickles, fried chicken, French fries, fried shrimp. We take the healthiest foods for us, and we find some sort of way to make it unhealthy. And nobody talks about it. Nobody is concerned about it. Nobody is trying to get their family members or trying to get their friends. Hey, stop eating that kind of food. That's not good for you. We need to have this. Needs to be the topic of discussion in our nation. People are consuming these foods like there's no tomorrow, and then wondering why at 40 years old they're dying from cardiac arrest. Wondering why you weigh 400 pounds at the age of 30. Wondering why you have dementia at the age of 60 because you are eating these foods that your body was never designed to even consume. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the society that we live in. And it's dangerous to our bodies. Our bodies don't even know how to react to it. That's why when you eat greasy foods, after it, you feel like absolute garbage. You feel like God. I remember at one time I was at work and I got kind of hungry. I said, hey, Lamar, I'm gonna run to Wendy's real quick. I ran to Wendy's. I got a big fry, like a 6-piece nugget, and had a Coke with it. I remember I ate that food, and after it, I started getting a headache. I felt terrible. I started getting started getting tired and whatnot. I'm like, there's no way that I can keep consuming these foods. There's no way. And from then on, I said, babe, we got to change it. We got to stop eating like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious topic of discussion in our nation that we need to address. Get your families and friends on board, because we need to really change the way we eat and the diet in this nation. I mean, everywhere you go, on my side of town that I live on, there's an interstate, and there's an exit that's like 3 minutes away from where I live, maybe 4 minutes away from where I live, right? And people are traveling. It's a pretty busy interstate. People are traveling up and down the interstate every single day from all kind of different states. And people stop because they get hungry, right? And so they have all these billboards near the exit. But guess what? There are no healthy restaurants on that strip. None at all. The closest one is Subway. That's the closest one, Subway. There's a Popeyes, there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger King, there's a Taco Bell, there's a Rally's. No, but and then Subway, and even Subway can get kind of crazy because all that real mayo and then the cheese bread and all this kind of they just find a way to make all this kind of stuff. You can get the wheat bread and all that kind of stuff, but still. They have things that are unhealthy, but you can't even, you get off on that exit to eat. What's the person that's trying to eat healthy gonna do? It's because these businesses know that this is what Americans consume, so they say, "Oh, we're gonna build these restaurants everywhere." They smart. They know you're gonna consume it because it's good, and when you eat it, but then after it, the aftermath. People never think about the aftermath. They all think about the here and now. Oh, it's so good. This burger. Oh my god. These French fries. This Coke. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then after, you feel like garbage. So, this is a serious topic, and it's sad because if you try and get off on that exit. And then on the other side of town, on the north side, maybe about 10 minutes away from where I live, there's a Tropical Smoothie, probably the healthiest fast food restaurant that I know of. So you got to travel 15 minutes from the exit all the way to the other side of town to Tropical Smoothie if you want to eat healthy. But what's right there on that exit? Oh, there's just all fast food, just garbage food. It's a sad society we live in. So I hope you all were able to get a blessing from this video. I hope you know, and I'm uploading videos of how to, find ways to eat more healthier and different things like that. You just wait. But I hope you got a blessing from this. I hope you check out this link, and I hope you are exploring ways to improve your diet, and improve the way you eat. In a society where we eat very unhealthy. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. Please comment on this video. Please subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can be notified anytime I drop a video. Thank you. See you in the next one.